A power snatch is a full body movement that consists of quickly and forcefully pulling the bar from the floor to over the head with the elbows fully extended in one movement. Although this ascent consists of multiple phases, the upward movement of the bar occurs with one continuous motion without interruption. The power snatch exercise may be indicated during the late stage recovery of individuals focusing on shoulder stability while in physical therapy. These individuals may be overhead athletes or construction workers whose job requires overhead work. Contraindications to this exercise include, but are not limited to, recent spinal surgery because you do not want to cause damage to the surgical site. A lack of full shoulder range of motion would impair the patient's ability to achieve optimal form and may cause the person to become off balance or get injured. Uncontrolled hypertension and recent heart attack can cause potentially dangerous stress on the cardiovascular system. And impaired balance may lead to injury of the person or a bystander. Power snatch utilizes a grip width wider than other exercises. One way to measure this distance is to stand with one arm out from your side and measure from the knuckles of that hand to the opposite shoulder. Another way to measure this is to stand with both arms out at each side and measure just from one elbow to the other. The starting position for the power snatch is standing with the feet placed between hip and shoulder width apart and with the toes pointed slightly outward. Squat down with the hips lower than the shoulders and grasp the bar evenly with a pronated grip. If a stronger grip is needed, use a hook grip. You want to extend your elbows fully and point them out to the side. Place your feet flat on the floor and position the bar approximately 1 inch in front of the shins and over the balls of your feet. You would like to position your body with your back neutral or slightly arched. Both scapula are depressed and retracted. Chest should be held up and outwards. Your head should be in line with your vertebral column or maybe slightly hyperextended. Your feet should be flat on the floor. Your shoulders should be over or slightly in front of the bar, and your eyes should be focused straight ahead or slightly upward. Remember, all repetitions begin from this position. The upward movement phase, or the first pull, looks an awful lot like a deadlift. Lift the bar off the floor by forcefully extending the hips and knees. Keep the torso to floor angle constant and do not let the hips rise before the shoulders. Maintain the neutral spine position and keep the elbows fully extended, pointing out to the side, and the shoulders over or slightly ahead of the bar. As the bar is raised, keep it as close to the shins as possible. Next is the transition phase. As the bar raises just above the knees, thrust the hips forward and slightly flex the knees to move the thighs against and the knees under the bar. Keep the back neutral or slightly arched and the elbows fully extended and pointing out to the sides. Next is the second pull. Rapidly extend the hips, knees, and the ankles. Keep the bar as close to the body as possible. Keep the back neutral and the elbows pointing out at the sides. Keep the shoulders over the bar and the elbows extended as long as possible. When the lower body joints reach full extension, rapidly shrug the shoulders upward with the elbows still fully extended and out to the sides. As the shoulders reach their highest elevation, flex the elbows to begin pulling the body under the bar. This is emphasized in this movement here. The shrugging of the shoulders and then the bending of the elbows. Due to the explosive nature of this phase, the torso is erect or slightly hyperextended, and the head is tilted slightly back, and the feet may lose contact with the floor. Next we have the catch phase. After the lower body has been fully extended, pull the body under the bar and rotate the hands around and under the bar quickly. Simultaneously, flex the hips and knees to a quarter squat position. Once the body is under the bar, Catch the bar over and slightly behind the ears with your elbows fully extended, your torso erect and stable, your head in a neutral position. Your feet should be flat and the body's weight over the middle of the feet. After gaining control and balance, stand up by extending the hips and knees to a fully erect position and stabilize the bar overhead. Finally, the downward movement phase. Lower the bar from the overhead position by gradually reducing the muscular tension of the shoulders to allow a controlled descent of the bar to your thighs. Simultaneously flex your hips and knees to cushion the impact of the bar on your thighs. Squat down with the elbows fully extended until the bar touches the floor, or drop the bar to the platform if rubber bumper plates are being used.